What's up, everyone? Give people a second to get in here. Let me know when you're in here. I got some things I want to talk about. Things have been going crazy lately. Not a huge fan. Turn this down. Bang. Perfect. So, how are you guys? Hey, Twyla. Good to see you, sweetheart. Late start. My sleep schedule has been entirely fucked up. Okay? Let me explain something to you guys. Hey! We got Twyla and Josh Boy showing up the master. James Richards. What's up, James? We got Darren. We got Rusty Bed Spring. El Chapo. Eyes in America. What's going on? Jennifer Lynn. Trippy. What's up, guys? Waldo. Thanks for coming. So, my sleep schedule's been entirely fucked up because I'm doing 7.5 hour live streams on News New England. This News New England takeover has mentally fucked me up. Okay. I literally just woke up. This is bad. But anyways, let's go over the reason. What's up, Jamie? Steve, Mario, that I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm watching the news. And you know what's on the news? The mayor of Boston is on the news and he's saying, guys, it's American freedom. You can't set off fireworks. Thank you, Twyla. You can't set off fireworks. That's bad. And you know what? If you set off fireworks, you could get PTSD. Let me ask you guys a fucking question, okay? And the question is this. This country was just burning to the fucking ground. And he's like, fireworks could give you PTSD. Are you kidding me? Is that actually like for real? Like, so people were demanding freedom and they weren't being deterred by tear gas, rubber bullets, CO2, supersonic disbursement tools. Hold on. There's one thing we didn't try. Thank you, Sai. There's one thing we didn't try. Fireworks. So, my question is, and here's another thing, essentially, right? Fireworks. Now, governors all over are cracking down on these fireworks things. We've seen it in Chicago, okay? I've seen it a lot. And here's what they're saying. You know, fireworks are being confused with gunshots. The police don't have the ability to... Well, here's the thing. If you have 8,000 calls about fireworks, don't assume it's fucking gunshots. Assume it's fucking fireworks. Second of all, don't complain about your job. You serve us. Somebody calls, you go. Problem solved. Problem solved. So, but to go on the news and to say, oh, you know, you got PTSD. I mean, you have to really look at things from two angles. Would you rather, you know, the people being entirely fed up and the city burning to the ground, or would you rather fireworks? And then you talk. Hold on, guys. Let me just grab my. So, I just don't understand it. No, so they're not legal in mass. That's right, Fran. They are not legal in mass. But here's the other thing. Neither is demanding a company shut down its business. Neither is demanding someone wear a facial covering with penalty of fines and jail time. That shit's not legal either. But here's the thing. The government doesn't have to follow laws that are illegal. We do. See, we're the sheeple. We have to listen to the shit that they tell us and make sure that if something's illegal, we better not do it. But if the government wants to do something that's illegal, well, that's just fine because they're them and we. And I'm me, so who you? See what I did there? We're at a crossroads. Okay? Now, there are multiple reasons why fireworks are not safe. Okay? But it's not because they're fireworks. Here's why. Because during riots, rioters were taking fireworks and throwing them at cops. Okay, so because something could hurt a bad cop, we don't want it. Okay, so if something bad can hurt you, let's get rid of it. Okay, perfect. Let's get rid of cops. If something bad that can hurt you needs to be removed, then by their own logic, we should get rid of the cops. Ding, 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 ding. That's what's happening. So police departments all over the country, I believe in Denver, police officers have removed their they no longer have qualified immunity. Okay, in Minneapolis, it went through city council that police officers are being disbanded. The Minneapolis Police Department is being disbanded, and they're being replaced with, and I quote, a more holistic approach. I don't understand. Like, was the current Minneapolis Police Department like the Price Right Market version of cops? Like, hi, welcome to Star Market. These are our cops. And like, what did you go to Whole Foods for the new ones? They're not police officers. They're a more holistic approach. None of the current Minneapolis PD can be part of that force. And it's not like policing. It's citizen safety and accountability to cuddle you to sleep. But we're going so overboard. Okay, we're going overboard. For example, guys, I hope you get pissed at this. I really do hope you get pissed at this part because we still have to maintain, what makes us us and what is unique to us as Americans, right? So bear with me here, guys. Let me know if it buffers. We still have to, maintain what makes us us. So I've been seeing a lot of ridiculousness, and I'm going to need your help giving me some examples of stuff that you might have seen also. And the example that I'm going to bring up here today is one that really grinds my gears, all right? Yeah, hello there, Lois. Family Guy and The Simpsons are no longer going to have white actors portraying characters that are non-white. Hey, Noel. So, let's talk about sensitivity. Racial sensitivity is not profiling someone because of their skin color. Racial sensitivity is not using the N-word to identify someone by their skin color. Racial sensitivity is not walking up to, someone and telling them what they like to eat based on the fact that they have a certain race. Okay? Racial sensitivity is not saying that, listen, all right, Seth, all right, Simpsons, no more, shit's going crazy, no more white guys playing black folks. The fucking Cleveland show was entirely 80% voiced by white people. This is not a problem. Okay? We're ripping down, there's a difference between what's John Wayne Airport being renamed. Okay, let's talk about that. See, I'm going to start doing panels and live streams to get you guys up on here so you can talk about this type of shit because this is what's ruining our country. Okay? Fucking snowflakes. Fucking snowflakes. And we can't change it. There's only, and here's the thing. These governments are just looking past everything. What's up? No fear. We the people, bro. This government is just looking past everything that just happened. And they're saying this. I heard a firework outside. We're gonna come and arrest you. We love black people. What? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again, Mr. Governor? No more fireworks. Wear your mask. We don't actually have police to arrest you. Black Lives Matter. Wait, what? That's what we're doing here. That's where it's gotten to. And that's how bad it is. And there's really only one way to change that, in my opinion. Take back what's lost. And we made big strides. But what did I say? What did I tell you guys about the fucking coronavirus? What did I tell you about it? I told you that when these riots couldn't be quelled, when rubber bullets weren't stopping people, when PTSD from fireworks weren't stopping people, what was going to fucking happen? The government was going to report a spike in the coronavirus. Now, everyone's outside enjoying themselves, enjoying their lives, and what happened? Coronavirus is back. Coronavirus is just back. Now, Florida is like reinstituting everything that has to be done. Like, guys, oh shit, masks. Get the masks. Get the masks. Don't play any TV. Don't play any TV where a black person is even on the screen with a white person. Don't do that. Fireworks, PTSD, anal thermometers. Call the police. There are no police, Mr. Governor. Well, fuck. Call the other things that we have. They're a more holistic approach. How the fuck is that going to work? COVID, fireworks, and holistic pops. Oh my. EMP attack and alien invasion is next. Tobin, I don't disagree with you, because here's the thing. If you told me 10 fucking years ago that this shit was gonna happen, I would say you're nuts. I would say, no fucking way, I don't believe it. What's up, Chucky? But here's the thing. I believe anything now. If you told me that the only way I could go buy groceries right now due to COVID is if an alien stuck a thermometer up my ass and took my temperature by kissing me, I'd be like, fuck, where's the alien? Can you guys like lube it up first? Or do you just gotta stick it in or just penetrate? Like, how's it work? Jersey Mike Strong. Throw you wrench, man. We're in such a bad... Here, there's a good thing and a bad thing. Double-edged sword. Okay, so Foghorn Leghorn says, pick and choose your war. Big fucking deal, you can't play with fireworks. It's not the issue of playing with fireworks. To be honest with you, I don't use fireworks. I mean, on 4th of July, I like to go see fireworks, but whoa, wait a second. How is it possible that on the 4th of July, I go and watch a fireworks show put on by a town, by a local government, if they're illegal? Uh-oh, prime example again. Smash that like button, guys. We got 180 people in here. We got 50 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button. I want to see it jump. Here's the thing. My problem is not pick and choose your battles. You can't use fireworks. My fucking problem is that I am a citizen. The government works for me. I cannot use fireworks. The government reports to the people. They can use fireworks. What applies to us does not apply to them. And that is essentially essentially devaluing our American system, right? When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. So we're afraid because we can't use fireworks. When the government fear the people, there's liberty. So the people spoke, they're shutting down all sorts of... Look how fucking trivial this is. They're shutting down fucking police stations everywhere. Their main concern right now when I'm watching lamestream media is fucking fireworks. So the gov are the ones setting off fireworks shows. They leave it to the professionals, Josh. Okay, so Foghorn Leghorn, again, okay, I would not go play with fireworks because I do not know how to use them. The same as I wouldn't go fucking use trapeze because I would fucking fall and I would break every fucking bone in my fat body. This is a fact. It's not the question of who we separate, like, you know what? You could give someone just like guns. No, not just everyone should put a gun to their head and pull the trigger. You should learn how to use them. But it is still our right to have and keep and bear them. It's not the question of who's qualified to use them, because we do not sacrifice liberty for security or for essential safety. The problem is the government is saying, you guys can't do this. Listen, no fireworks, guys. All right? No fireworks. Hey, Trumpy! Set off that B-52 banger. I want to see a fish that looks green in the sky. Sorry. The fuck does that work? And will I go see the fireworks? Of course. But we are at a crossroads right now. Essentially, we are at a point in time. What's going on, Timothy? Chuck Bronson in the house. Chuck motherfucking Bronson. It is election year, someone mentioned, by the way. And Chuck's running for president. Chuck 2020. The city's canceled. And now we have... And here's the thing. Let's talk about something else. In Minneapolis, you have the CHOP. Okay? Now, I also, before the CHOP happened, I talked about this. Okay? Before they seceded, I guess we'll say. So, I said, Minneapolis, Precinct 3, other government buildings have been taken over. All it would take is for one random protester to walk into the State House and say, my name is so-and-so, and I secede from the United States of America. This is the free state of Minneapolis. I mean, Minneapolis is a city, but they seceded. It's their own country. That's how this country was started. Okay? There's cities in fucking Texas that were their own countries. Look at history. Look at how many border states joined very, very, very late into the Union because they were their own countries. It's very ridiculous to believe that this type of thing couldn't happen because look at our history. This nation was birthed off concepts like that. So you have Donald Trump saying the people in this place, they're terrorists. Governor, get control. And then the governor says, these people have taken over. There's signs that say no police allowed. Police do not go there unless it's response to like a murder or something like that. And then the citizens will have to let the police through. The CHOP has barricades. They have someone that had ran for she ran for Senate. She's connected to Black Lives Matter. They have their own tribune and government, community in there. They've totally taken over. The people are the law in the CHOP. The governor says, listen, Donald, you're totally reacting. The CHOP is more like a block party. So people have gotten to the point where they have freed a section of American soil and have called it non-American soil. It is now free soil, separate from America. In their minds, it is essentially it's essentially an embassy for a new country, and the governor's calling it a block party. They're saying, you guys are so fucking pissed up with us, so pissed off with us, that you've created your own country. It's a block party. You know what a fucking block party is? Hamburgers, bouncy houses, loud music, ice cream parties, arts and crafts. That's a fucking block party. But that's where the issue is. You have the president saying it's terrorism. You have the government saying it's a block party. You have the people saying it's freedom. Now, essentially, I do believe that we need government. That is not to say I think we need this government. I don't think we need this government. I think we need a government instituted by one genre. Who do you think that genre is, guys? We have one government that should, can, and must only be installed by one genre. Who do you think those folks are that should install this government? Let me get your answers. Well, D, freedom, Nitram, you're absolutely right. We the people celebrate the 4th of July. Fucking celebrate it. And I talked before about the goddamn flag. And I talked about an African-American guy that walked into a crowd of protesters that were burning a flag. He was not in the military. I never served in the military. And he walked up, outnumbered by like several hundred people. Excuse me, most of them armed. And he grabs that flag. And they say, give me my flag back, because I'm not letting go of this flag. You're not going to burn it. And the guy goes, well, it's my flag. I bought it. And he goes, no, it's not your flag. It's my flag. And if you want it back, you'll have to tear it from my cold dead hands. And he goes, no, this is just go buy your own. It was $40. I brought it at a store. And he said, no, the flag is an idea. The flag represents what I believe in. What makes me free. What allows me to live. And you might be able to take away my liberty. You can try. But you're not going to take away my freedom. And you will most definitely never kill that idea. So, what do these fireworks represent? They don't represent what we can throw at cops during riots. The rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Those fireworks represent the ramparts that exploded over free states and cities. At the end of a war, where brothers and neighbors and cousins and fathers and sons fought each other for a better way of freedom for you and for me. Those fireworks are an idea. When you start to destroy the idea, you start making the principle irrelevant. The principles being that this land is your land. And we used to say, well, the Revolutionary War was hundreds of years ago. Oh, so it's like not even that big of a deal right now. No, Guys, the Revolutionary War was about 2 months ago. I can tell you that one of the biggest protests were right here in Boston. 24,000 plus people marched the streets of Boston, the oldest city, right up to the front of the goddamn sitting government. And they said no. Not going to happen. It happened in cities all over the country. You know what the message was? Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. We, the people. It's not you, the government, Donald, the president, Charlie Baker, the governor, Marty Walsh, the mayor. It's we, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, and promote the general welfare. Do ordain for this union. Hashtag posterity. Because the whole purpose of we the people is for our posterity. And what is our posterity? It's who we pass the flag on to. It's our kids and their families and their loved ones. What's next is our legacy, not theirs, yours, ours, we. There's only one way. Thank you, Sai. There's only one way, and it's a very effective way to move forward. And I want you to do this. I want you to read a fucking history book. It's very important why, too. They say history is written by the winners, right? Okay. So the last government was overthrown by we the people. We were the winners. So let's look at history. Look in your family tree. Some of you might not know that you had relatives and relatives and descendants that fought for the revolution of this country. Because you know what you are right now? You are their posterity. You are their posterity. They did it for you. Okay. Now, Foghorn Leghorn, this, I do not agree with the looting. Okay. I don't agree with violent transgressions. But I do agree with demanding and redressing our grievances. And I also agree that if the government has become so tyrannical to the point where they say that our grievances don't matter and our right to redress them is null and void, then we the people will be we the people. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And every old government was replaced by a new one. Foghorn Leghorn, I agree. This is a two-way convo. And why don't you email me at josha1487@gmail.com. JOSHA1487@gmail.com. I'm not opposed to having a conversation about this. I'm gonna get a StreamYards up. I'll be doing links and stuff, doing some panels, and we could talk about it. You know, I think this is a great topic of conversation because I think this topic of conversation is a topic of conversation where you have your view over here and your ideas and your principles, and I have my views and my ideas over here and my principles. But at some point in the middle, I think that we're going to have some common ground. And we, the American people, originally instituted a government where we could both have totally polar opposite ideas, but still come in the middle to find reform, to create change, and to perpetuate freedom. And that's the reason I stopped you today. So, Mario, what's up, bud? So here's what I would like to invite you guys to do. I will be back on schedule starting tomorrow with videos releasing every day. I'm going to be out of here in like an hour to do some traveling. So, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys listening, but mostly I appreciate you guys giving your opinion. Closed mouths don't get fed, and we only regret the chances we don't take. And I'll tell you one thing. If we only regret the chances we don't take, my freedom, our freedom, I won't regret it because I'm taking that chance, and whatever that chance may be. Can you dig it? Straight from the Warriors movie, 1977. Right on, brother. Thank you, 80s Warrior. What's up, Robert Brown? Missed you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Chris is Paranormal. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this loose. Let's get that like up to 100 before we go, though, because we're at 93. Save the humans. How are you? Thanks for coming in. So if we could just get that 4 more likes so we can end this broadcast. And again, here's the thing. I have a platform on here. Thank you so much for getting that like up. I have a platform on here where we really just talk about civil rights. And sometimes that can be entertaining, but I have other interests, right? Much lower on the scale compared to my civil rights activism. But every 10:30 or every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on News New England, doing Saturday FA, and Saturday FA it's awesome. We just cut loose a little bit. We have fun. We do our Newmie Awards. We give out a Newmie Award. We do karaoke. We do prank calls. We talk about the biggest piece of shit of the week. It's fun. Look at my community page. I did a vote for the biggest piece of shit of the week. The Masshole Reports, El Sancho, or AFA. Knowing that most of you guys, just to give me a hard time, were going to choose me. And I was the piece of shit of the week. And I tried to deny it. My co-host, Paulie Crispy, I was like, somebody else is the piece of shit of the week. And he had to rein me back in and call me, and we argued. It was a great time. In fact, you can go to News New England right now and look for Saturday FA. It was a hostile takeover. And we had a great time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come see me there on Saturday. We had a great turnout for our first official mentioned on-time segment. It was friggin' awesome. And somebody usually gets set up. So it's really fun. Bye, Lori. It's really fun to kind of have you guys, have my friends, have my family there to enjoy in something that's kind of separate from what we do. And that's why I don't do it on here, because that is not for everyone here. But we all have outlets, right? No, so guys, let me tell you something real quick about what happened. For example, what we do on Saturday FA, we had trivia, okay? And Jersey Mike Strong was in the trivia. Help me out, Jers. Jersey Mike Strong, News Now 702, Paulie Crispy, Anarchic Chick, and John Newman. And we all did trivia. Now, the loser of the trivia had to do one dare, and they couldn't turn it down. So Jersey Mike Strong lost the dare, and we made him go into his brother's room when his brother was sleeping and say, "All right, I'm gay already. Are you happy now? I'm gay. You happy? It's out there." And his brother's like, wait, what? He woke up. He's like, "What are you talking about?" And then Jersey Mike Strong was like, "Oh, it was a dare. I had to do it." Hence comes the setup. I said, "Hey, you know what the funny part is, Jersey Mike Strong?" He says, "What?" And I said, "Well, it was a setup. I sent the answers to Paulie, and I gave Cindy questions I knew she had the answers to. So you're the only one that wasn't in on it. It's a setup." So the outcome of the joke of him saying that wasn't even the funniest part. The funniest part was He was set up from jump. It was beautiful. I do know John Freeman, yes. Jeremiah Sullivan, listen, man, to each his own, and that's your opinion. That's what we're fighting for. And that's why I don't do it on my channel, right? I stick to what you guys follow me for, but you ever want to have, listen, people that are civil rights activists or that love watching this type of stuff, do you listen to a morning radio show? It's very, very similar to that, only for the most part, a little bit more funny. We have a little bit more leeway in here because we don't have corporate sponsors. But anyways, really appreciate you. God bless you, Laurie. Max, I've been interested in this since I was a kid. So I've been a history buff forever. So I haven't really stopped studying. I mean, I still got historical dictionaries, thesaurus. I was huge into a medieval history period for a while as well. Accountability for All. I like that show. I like that you show your personality. Well, thank you. And I want you guys to come on here because we have you guys on. It's a panel. So you can come up. You don't have to show your face if you're not quite ready to. Just have fun. Because with what's going on in our country, we must remember to have some fun. Hey, Adam, we're just signing off, but we're talking about what's been going on in the country, how the governors have forgotten what just happened with this country, how a lot of people are freaking out. Chris, yes, let's close out with your question. What's your question, Chris? Chris has a question. We'll close out with that. Hit us with it, Chris. You're still blocked. Okay, so FV Tuna Time said he was too. I'm gonna get off this right now and have Brian go through his block list because I have access to his StreamYards to put up the YouTube content, but I don't have his YouTube stuff. Why do you use a phone and not a camera? A small camera. Really for safety, to be honest. So you always assume that your rights could be violated. You'll notice in certain circumstances, if I might be doing a live show like this, or I'm just having a conversation with you guys, but if all of a sudden shit goes down and I need to go live, it is so much more immensely difficult to do it on a camera versus just pulling out a cell phone. And now the quality is very much the same. The other thing is, sometimes when you're taking the data from your camera and you're transferring it to your computer and then transferring it to YouTube, the quality just does not come through as well. How often do you ban chatters? We don't ban chatters here, man. Listen, you violate the community guidelines, you bully people, you break the law, then you'll get banned. You defame people's character, slander, libelous content. I think I banned... Well, no mods banned anyone today, and I think I banned someone. Free speech does not always agree with me. It's not me speech, it's free speech. Just not hate speech, because that's when free speech and hate speech and slander, that's when the line gets crossed. It's okay to push the boundaries. You're not going to violate people's rights, though. And that's the reason I stopped you today. See you next time. I'm on the road in like 10 minutes. Bye. Erlene, peace, brother from another mother. See you next time.